I'm Harry, and this is Jeff, and we're here with the Burlington County Historical Society and Children's History Center.
Yes, and we're here on the road again today, and we're in Whitesbog, the village of Whitesbog that was very important in cranberry culture and later blueberry culture. But we're going to talk a little bit about the cranberry side of that, and since this is around Labor Day time, we're going to talk a little bit about the workers here and labor. And I think you have a piece of paper, Harry. What is that? Is that a picture?
This is a picture of some of the kids that used to work here over like 100 years ago.
Oh, really? So they had child labor here?
Yeah.
I heard this picture was taken in 1910. 1910, and that's over 100 years ago. That's about 121 years ago.
Whoa.
And I heard this picture was taken in September, late September of 1910. So it would be almost exactly 121 years ago. And it was taken by a man named Lewis Wicks Hine. And Lewis Wicks Hine was a fellow who was trained to be a sociologist, but he was also a professional photographer. And he would go and film laborers, workers. That was his specialty. Factories, farmers, people like that. And he was especially interested in child labor and how they were making children work, and very small children. In fact, some of these kids in the picture, Harry, why they're about your age. I see a couple of them are wearing hats like you.
Oh yeah.
A cap like you. And these fellas and these girls, there's a little girl holding a cranberry crate. Why, these people in these pictures that he took in that one period in late September 1910. These pictures were of the Italian pickers that lived in Whitesbog Village and the surrounding villages on the property of Florence and Rome. And they were called that because these were Italian workers from South Philadelphia, and they named them after towns in their country. And they had the whole family work. Sometimes very tiny little children were working. And a committee that was interested in what was happening with child labor hired him to come and take these pictures. It turns out that Elizabeth White, who was the daughter of the founder here, was very concerned and wanted people to know that while some of the farms around here weren't up to their standards here, the White family, that they were doing the best they could and trying to give a good life to these children, and they would be going back to Philadelphia to school and that sort of thing before too long after the season. And there was indeed at one point a school here that Elizabeth started, and that was in the village. So, Harry, would you like to be working in the fields like this?
No, I would not.
And do you work now?
Yeah, I have a little job letting my neighbor's cats out, and I'm part-time worker here. I get paid in ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
I heard you get paid in candy and toys too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, it's not the same as these kids. These kids were out here for, 12 hours or so. As long as it was sunny, they were out here going into the bog. And this is one of the old bogs they would have been in. It's kind of overgrown now, but this was a cranberry bog. In fact, you can't see it now, but there's probably cranberries growing right now in there. And they would have to pick them by hand and fill those crates with cranberries. So that's a lot harder than your jobs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you really wouldn't want to be doing that now, would you?
No.
Except for fun, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Harry. We're on the road again in Whitesbog, and signing off, I'm Jeff, and this is
Harry.
Thank you very much.